I'm humbled to be in your presence, and please, I'm asking your blessings to show me the way between the reflected consciousness and Aham Brahmasmi.
Isn't it worthwhile to realize that? There's nothing more worthwhile. Nothing even comes close to that. Now, where is this wonderful thing? It says it's you. It's very close to you. Indeed, it is you. Me. What me? How is it me? Not you the body. Not you the mind. You the consciousness. That's the teaching. But the moment the teacher says you the consciousness, then this question comes. Because we already know what consciousness means. We have at least a kind of working idea. Yes, we all feel aware. Who doesn't feel aware? We all feel aware. We all feel conscious. We know what the word consciousness means more or less in English or in our native languages. And what we mean by consciousness, what that word means in English or in our native languages, is what Vedanta calls reflected consciousness. Chitchaya, the shadow of consciousness, the reflection of consciousness, Chidabhasa, the appearance of consciousness. It is not the non-dual Brahman which Vedanta talks about. Rather, it's like its reflection. You have come close. You have come close. It's as close as looking at your face in the mirror. I'm trying to experience my own face. And the closest I've come is I see the reflection. That is my face. Yes and no. That's not your face. That's a reflection in the mirror. If you go and touch that, you will not touch your face. You will just touch glass, which is catching a reflection, generating a reflection. The consciousness that we feel is like that reflection. And as that reflection is very, very close, intimately close to your real face, so is the consciousness that we feel now, intimately close to our real nature as Satchidananda, existence, consciousness, place, Brahman. As the journey from that reflected face to our real face, so is the journey from this reflected consciousness to the non-dual consciousness which I am. What is the journey? First of all, you have to find out what's the relationship between the real face and the reflected face. What's the connection? You'll have to say, no connection. Listen to this carefully. No connection from the perspective of the real face and the reflection. The real face is not bothered with the reflection. Do you understand what I mean? Let the reflection be there. The real face is just the same. Let the reflection not be there. The real face is just the same. Let the reflection be there in a distorted mirror, concave, convex. You have seen the trick mirrors. The face becomes like this, face becomes like this. The real face is just the same. Go to a barber shop. You're surrounded by mirrors. There'll be 10,000 reflections. The real face is just the same. So the real face has no connection with the reflection. No relationship with the reflection. So non-dual Brahman has no relationship with the reflected consciousness. However, this is very subtle. The reflected face has a relationship with the real face. The reflected face is a kind of a borrowing from the real face. Is a kind of imitation, a channeling of the real face. What is the relationship of the reflected consciousness with the ultimate reality? Ultimate reality with the reflected consciousness? No relation. But why do I feel related to the reflected consciousness? Remember, what is the reflected consciousness? Reflected consciousness shines in the mind. And the reflected consciousness is connected to everything in the mind. And the mind is connected to everything in the body. The moment I think I am this reflected consciousness, I am also the mind and the body, automatically. If you think you are the reflected face, you are immediately connected to the mirror. And then the dust on the mirror also will affect you. A crack on the mirror also will affect you. So, what is the connection? Why do I feel that? And the answer is stupidity. Sadhu said, Bevkufi matra hai Mahatma ji. It is what Vedanta calls ajnana, ignorance. And to chip away at that ignorance is to listen to these Vedanta teachings, to begin to draw our attention away from the body to the mind, from the mind to the reflected consciousness. From the reflected consciousness, the reflected face, from there turning this way. That final turning it can't be done by anybody else. You'll have to do it yourself. Their words will fail, thoughts will fail. Up to reflected consciousness, words can work, our thoughts and understanding can work, we can locate it also. Ask yourself the question, to whom or to what does this reflection appear? There's no way of answering. Don't try to answer it in words, just notice it in reality. Notice it in reality. Here is the body, I'm aware of it. Here is the mind, thoughts, feelings, emotions, I'm aware of it. Here is the awareness itself, I am aware. That is also an experience. To whom or what is that experience? If you try to pursue it, you will come to a quietness, a blankness. That quietness or blankness is also appearing to something. It's an experience after all. To what is that quietness or blankness appearing? If you push back further, you will get it. There's no words which can express it. What you get, drop that also. Because there will be an element of the mind there. There's a speck of the mind still working there, which you are using for your investigation. Drop that also. As you can see, there is nothing to be said at that point. Yes. Thank you.